Thank you, Praveen. I'll quickly run through my presentation. It's basically utilization of AI, so applying AI to plant operations, or actually the process manufacturing business as a whole. So I'll kind of cut through some of the myths and realities of applying AI. And but before I start, let me I'll just run a very quick video, couple of minutes, tell you a little bit about who we are as a company.
The process industry must adopt a greener and AI-driven digital roadmap to ensure a prosperous future. With decades-long expertise of successfully delivering operations excellence and engineering solutions, Ingenero is at the forefront of this paradigm shift. We deploy state-of-the-art engineering and applied AI-based solutions to achieve production, efficiency, sustainability, reliability, and safety targets. We leverage hybrid modeling and domain expertise for not just descriptive and diagnostic, but also predictive, prescriptive recommendations. We deliver real-time augmented intelligence for efficiency improvement, improving energy intensity, and reducing carbon emissions, thereby unlocking significant value for our clients. You achieve digital transformation, net zero targets, and a big jump in your bottom line. So, are you ready to go green and digital? Embrace a sustainable future. Embrace Ingenero.
So getting onto, that's who we are, and let me tell you a little bit about our applied AI approach. So our approach has always been, we are very strong in process. That's where we came out of. So we married process with the new technologies. There's a whole basket of technology tools that come along with AI. It's not just models or algorithms. There's a whole spectrum of that. So at the end of the day, what our goal is to provide a digital mirror of your physical assets. And you can do a lot of what-ifs on that. It can guide you in, throw up, show anomalies. So that's really what it is. And the way it is being utilized is changing and evolving very quickly with developments in the AI world. So the chatbots, they have a place, but they're obviously not the panacea for everything. It has to be used in combination with a lot of the other technology co-enabling tools. So that's really what I've shown there. You have the physical space and the virtual space, and that helps improve your general performance, whether it's sustainability, efficiency, safety, and so on. Now, a lot of people, you hear a lot of these terms in AI, and the latest flavor is when, ChatGPT came out, and everyone thought that that could cure everything, that's the magic. Yes, it has a place, but if you look at AI as a whole, there are a lot of subsets to it. There's machine learning, and you'll see that at the end of the day, ChatGPT is one subset of that, very specialized applications, whether it's LLMs, just reading text, or multimodal. Also, as an industry, we've been using simulators, fundamental models. That actually, in a way, is also a subset of artificial intelligence. So the trick is really using a combination of both, which makes it most powerful. Oftentimes, what we've seen is that with these dazzling technologies that come up, there's a lot of, with the hype, a lot of people try and want to use the latest and greatest available technology or algorithm. but that may not always necessarily be the best algorithm to solve your problem. Need to be mindful of that. And this is where, particularly in our industry, in the process manufacturing, the domain expertise is so important. Now, when you look at applied AI as a whole, again, it's not just about a model or a data platform or about visualization tools. It's a whole end-to-end process which weaves together various co-enabling technologies. So you start with data. Today, there's a lot of data available, whether it's in the form of text, your numbers, or it could even be visuals, videos. So really, the ability to utilize these different forms of data and be able to analyze it, process it, store it through a lot of the data platforms that are today available, that is what has changed, a lot of the way we work in this industry. And that's really part of the whole AI journey. Another very important part is, okay, you do the analysis, you use the right algorithm, you've taken the right data, processed it, do the analysis, but then it has to be projected so that it is easily, the insights are easily understood, and the story is told in a proper way so that it's intuitive enough to drive an action. So that is also part and parcel of this. If that is not done, you could have great models, but if no action is taken, it's all for naught. So integrating all this with either existing workflows or modified workflows, depending on what the technology is capable of doing, is another very important step. So it's really a whole end-to-end view, which is very important. So you have predictive models, AI assistants, which I'll come to in a little bit, and what people today call agentic AI. So again, just to kind of clear some of the hype and myths, you've heard of a lot of, obviously you have the hardware at the bottom, you have data platforms, you have what you've heard of foundational models. A lot of them are in vogue today. There are a lot of different kinds of algorithms, which people today have started calling traditional AI. But they're very, very important for our part of the business. But even beyond all this, there's a whole layer that is required when you start implementing it and you want to extract value in our industry. So essentially, the whole idea is in a digital transformation based on AI is not just about how do I report results, but how do I influence outcomes. A key thing that is, again, it's not just about technology. You take technology and try to use it as a hammer and everything starts looking like a nail. It's being able to solve the right problems. Does it make a difference? So the intersection of what can be solved using these technologies and what are useful business problems to solve is very important. After that, there's a whole process. The last mile, often people stumble there. Being able to actually utilize it, extract value is so important. And this is where, again, a lot of domain expertise is very important as part and parcel of just being able to pull tools together and synthesize it. So basically, it's deploy, reshape workflows and functions, enhance, and invent. I mean, that's kind of the way. So our experience in this, while we've been in business for 25 years, we've been doing this for about 12 years. We've put digital solutions in 50 plus facilities, 500 plus use cases, all across the globe, basically in the process manufacturing industry. Very quickly run through, this was something we've done enterprise-wide across 15 different facilities. And you'll see there's a whole drill down here. This gives a complete overview of all the facilities, with the key performance indicators. This is not just data being thrown and put on a screen. There's a lot of calculations, a lot of analysis that goes behind this. So you can further drill down. This gives an overview of all the facilities. Next level is you go to a complex and maybe you have 3 or 4 plants there, and you have relevant details being shown, and you can further drill down. And this is for a given facility, say an ethylene facility, further unit operations. So you can keep drilling down right up to the equipment level. So there, at the end of the day, a lot of dashboards come in. So that itself leads to overload of information at times. So this is where things like ChatGPT and being able to very efficiently retrieve the knowledge by just asking a question and having things show up by exception. This is where we found utilization of the new LLMs and so all very, very useful. So the next step is, with this implementation, this was actually done enterprise-wide for SABIC, for multiple of their petrochemical facilities. Very first year, a lot of benefits were really seen in production, energy, emissions, and so on. Very quick, last 2 slides. We do a lot of Gen AI applications. So we do have a lot of application models, and I would suggest that we have a booth at the back. If anyone's interested, our team there can kind of take you through a lot more detail. And you may all have heard of agentic AI, so I didn't want to end the presentation without at least touching upon it. This is something that is now being put in place, and it's really, in a lot of ways, evolving. But the idea here is really taking things all the way to action in an autonomous way. And each module, each agent performs a very particular function. And the agentic AI is really about orchestrating and utilizing these various agents to actually automatically do certain functions instead of an individual manually doing that all along. So this is something just to give you an idea where this whole area of applied AI is headed. Like I said, we have a booth. Today I talked more about the applied AI and our applications there. Certainly we have other business divisions. If anyone's interested, please do feel free to stop by the booth and find out more about what we're doing. Thank you.